Hey everyone, welcome back to my course for Next.js. So today we will start looking into how we can create pages. But before we get into that, first I want to show you my GitHub. So basically what I'll start doing for each chapter or each video, I'll put a link for the project before and project after. So if you want, for example, to start, I don't know, from the course number 10, chapter 10 or something, you can just on my GitHub and you'll find the same chapter with the same name. And I'll keep the links in my descriptions as well. So back to our code. So before you dive into the code, I want to add some extensions that will make my development life much easier. So the first one will be React snippets. So it will help me to write some React snippets very quickly. I'll just add this one and also this one. Also, I will add another snippet which is formatter, and that will help me to format my code to make it look more readable and much more prettier as well. Of course, if you want to do well, you have to like what you're doing, and for me these things are a must so I can enjoy my code in time. So I'll just install this one. It's installing. Great. Then I will just go to File and make sure this one is used, Preference, Settings, and then I will say search for formatter. And here we go. There's no default formatter. I'll just select search for prettier code formatter. Hopefully this is the right one. And that's it. There's something called also on save. So whenever I save a document, I want to format by default, so I'll click this one as well and tick it. All good, all set. Now let's go back to our code. Okay, so what we do last time we were in here, we create our basic template and we had these folders here by default. What I will do, I'll just delete everything. So we start from scratch, move to recycling. This one we need it, we should not touch it. I'll just go back here and delete. Okay, so basically when you start your application, the Next.js is linked to the links the routes to your pages structure. So let's say, for example, under the pages, I need a home page, which is to be localhost, whatever your domain, slash nothing, or without even a slash. You have to start with a file called index.js. So that will be your domain directly, without any slashes, without any routings. So let's create this one because of the React snippets. Give me this one. I'll just create a simple function. I will call it home. You can call it whatever you want, and I will save. I will load it, and there we go. You can see home here. I'll just make it an H1 so it's visible, and save. Okay, there we go. Now, let's see if we want to create another page. I don't know. We want to create about page. So if I want about page, the route for it to be my domain slash about, which I don't have it now. I need to create a file which have a name about.js and their pages directly. So I'll come pages, new file, I'll call it about.js. And I'll create quickly a component here. I'll just call it about and just make it an H1 for now. And reloads, and there we go. You see that? It's about. Okay. Let's say, for example, we want to create a nested folders. So let's say you want to have, I don't know, for example, we say we build countries. Let's get to actual structure for the page we want to create. I will just delete, I will keep this one actually. So I'm planning to create a home page and also countries list page and also a country page. Okay. So what I can do, I want to have my domain slash countries. I will come here and create a file called countries.js and generate for me a component and it's have country. So by default, give me the name in here and save. And if I go countries, There we go. I got countries in there. Okay. Let's say I want to have a nested folder. Okay. Let's say I want to have countries folder, then slash country. Okay. I can have, for example, a folder under pages. I'll call it countries. And under that, I'll create a file called country.js. Okay, create a component here called country, and I will come here. I'll have countries slash country. There we go. You see that? Okay, which is really awesome, right? Before in React, you have to add React router and do some configuration and do switch cases and all that stuff. But in Next.js, all what you have to do, just create your structure under pages, and Next.js pick up that structure as a routing. So basically, it's have a link between your pages structure and between your routing. Easy, right? Another thing, let's say I want to clean up. I want these countries to be under countries folder, but still I want it to be just my domain slash countries. So I can just delete this one for now and go under countries and create an index.js. RFC, call it whatever you want as well, or just call it countries. And if I go back to my countries, there we go, it loaded. So you have two options. Either you create, for example, the file countries itself under pages directly in here, countries.js, and that gives you access to this path, or you can create a folder name countries, and beneath that folder you'll have an index.js. So that one also will have the path to countries. So what I will do, I will just add comments here. So this one will be a domain or whatever, domain.com, and domain.com/country, and if you go here to countries, it will be your domain.com/countries. Okay, and this one will be your domain. So whatever index directly under your pages will be just directly your domain or domain slash. And about will be, of course, if you might get it now, it will be your domain slash about. Easy, right? Okay, so thing is, if we go and see the view source of the page, you'll see here that now you have a full HTML in here, and I will find as well my content, which is different than React. So I'm just looking for it. You see here, that's countries. So in React, you can't find these elements in there, and that's the plus thing for Next.js, because your HTML is loaded and rendered much before you load your website. It's happened also with the flickering. Like if I do changes, you'll notice that if my internet was slow, luckily my internet is fast, you'll see that even if I save immediately, there will be no flickering. Immediately it will change. And also when you have your actual app or website launched online, the CUI engines, they can look at your view source and they know, oh, this content exists in there. So if someone searches for countries, for example, your page will come up in the search. And that's an extra thing plus for the Next.js.
Artlist.io